to set up a little stream here. Hello. Tried to set up a little stream on my usual spots, and it was just YouTube just went, nope. I'm like, why? No, I didn't even say nothing. I said nothing weird. And they shut me down. Super strange. Anyway, this week is special. I got my new little stand over here. I got Instagram to my left. I got the regular people here, and I set up my Twitch account. So I'm now on the Twitch. I know what you're thinking. When are you going to play the intro, the new dope ass intro? I'm going to play it now. Stop yelling at me. I'm going to play the intro. Okay. All right, here we go. You're not going to see this Instagram. I'm sorry. You might hear it, but you're not going to see it. Okay? Forgive me.
Do or do not. There is no try.
You think that's air you're breathing?
Wax on, wax off.
Are you ready to get woke? Welcome to the Wokest Podcast with your host, Alex Lazarev.
Oh, that's sexy as fuck. I like that. That is legit. We are broadcasting. All right. We're doing it, everybody. Welcome. So, big week, I suppose. I guess it's always a big week if you're paying attention to what's going on. It's always a big week. The world is collapsing and imploding. Everybody's losing their shit. Yep. Most people still think, really? One person can't hear me. Bukaki. Somebody named Bukaki on Instagram can't hear me. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Because like maybe I'm staying out of jail by not working with somebody called Bukaki. Everyone else seems okay. Bukaki, I think it's you. I think you're the problem. I said it with a straight face. So, you know. So what's going on out there? Twitch is working. Yes. I'm on Twitch. I'm 42 years old, and finally, I'm on Twitch. That's exciting. Seriously, there's like, I think there's 12-year-olds on there on average. And it's like one of those things you hear about. Yeah, Twitch is the thing. People do it. And once in a while, someone will message me and be like, Sasha, you do really well on Twitch. You should go on there and do your little show. And I'm like, yeah, that's great. And I opened an account like 2 years ago, didn't log in. And then one of my new friends actually uses it. And I'm like, all right, okay, let's see. Let's see what happens. So we're twitching. I guess more places the better, as I'm too controversial for the normal internet. So it's nice to spread it around. So what are we going to do here? What are we going to do, guys? I guess let me just do some shout outs. Just say hi to all the people who we got here today. SC87, of course, he's always here. My homie Nikolai's in the house on Twitch. Yes. And we've got Jordan, your man Paul, Charles Wood, Raccoon Nation. Interestingly, I saw some raccoons last night as I was driving home. Like a whole raccoon family ran across. And it was nice. And I've seen a lot of Canadian animals. I've seen beavers. I've seen elk. I've even seen bears. Like bears hung out in front of my house for a while there when I was staying with some friends. But never raccoons. So it was nice. I saw some raccoons. I feel good about it. What's my Twitch account? I made it Alex the Comic 42 on Twitch. So yeah, feel free to go on there. I literally went on there for the first time, and it was nice. There was some random woman who was like singing, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to go into this because, you know, I've been making content for, I don't know, like 11 years. So I don't really, you know, like once in a while I'll pop on someone's thing, but like generally no, right? Like I'm too busy doing my own thing. And so I went in, and it was just this woman, and she would just sing these songs. And she'd chat to people a little bit. She was very comfortable in her element, and she would just sing. And she was great. Like it actually sucked me in. I was like, fuck, this girl's really good. I like her. I want to, you know, she's great. I want to support her. I love this person. And I felt myself emotionally bonding with this woman. And I'm like, I can't do this. I don't have time. I mean, I have a lot of friends. I got this show. I'm building a conscious clothing brand that's about to launch. I got the Infinite Man Academy. I'm making videos. to wake people up and make people think and shit. And I got funny sketches I'm doing, and I'm working on my hour-long comedy special I'm putting together to take across Canada. By the way, that's going great. I can't get addicted to watching some woman sing songs who's kind of sexy in a weird way on Twitch. I can't do it. I don't have the time. So I literally was like, no. I had to pull myself away. And there was this other dude who was just a good musician, and it's just the whole world. It's like the internet. There's so much. I have to stop. I don't have the time. I can't do it. Where else? Good question. Anthony Blood. Where else am I streaming? I'm streaming to Facebook, which nobody uses. I don't even know why I bother. There's like some little part of me is like, well, you have 5,000 friends on Facebook. Maybe some of them will find your stream. No, like there's always like 2 people on Facebook. I don't know why, but I should just close it. And then D Live, again, I have no followers on D Live, like 2, but it was when I thought they were shutting me down completely. What's up Instagram? Then so D Live, 2 of my YouTube accounts, and now Twitch, and soon it's going to be library credits exclusively as soon as they let the feature work for everyone. Apparently I'm not VIP enough, but soon it'll be on there. Let me just say hi to the people over here. What's up guys? What's up Vuk? Udit, what's up Udit? Kimmy Not Blonde, that's a nice name. Everybody must think that she's stupid because she doesn't want anyone to think she's blonde. I'm sorry, that's happening. What's up Nate? What's up Pierre Lee? What's up Chaz? Hello. Love you guys. Look at this. I left my tripod at a friend's house, and now I've got it back, so I can set this up over here. I like Instagram, even though they're evil. I still like them. I still kind of like them. Okay. 3 people in Twitch. Booyah! I'm popping off in Twitch, people. I got 3 humans. Is my PP curved? I've got my foreskin, if that's what you're asking. It doesn't do like a little step at the end because I wasn't brutalized as a child, so that's good. What's up? Where's the Canadian? I like that name. What's up, Brendan? What's up, DM Diego? You're just in time. We're probably going to do a little meditation together, and no one's going to get hurt. Probably. All right. So yeah, this is interesting. A nice comment from Raccoon Nation. Oopsie, I clicked on the wrong one. Raccoon Nation. This is something I could easily want to talk about. Yeah, there's so much going on right now. It's absolutely crazy. I don't even know where to begin. People are always passing around videos, obviously, especially when you're woke as fuck and you're in all the Telegram groups, like obviously my own one, but I'm in all these other groups that just like people are dropping truth bombs, like people who know what's actually going on are just dropping it. And yeah, there's really like 2 worlds, right? There's the people who are like know what's going on for real and are tuned in, and the people who just think everything's normal and just do what the TV says, and just put a mask on and stay away from people and be afraid. There's that world over there of just like believing the government, believing the media, and just being a good trooper and just do what you're told, basically, and everything's fine. It's just everything is as it seems. There's just this mysterious pandemic going on for a year now, and you just need to keep on staying at home and avoiding people. Okay, so there's that whole thing, which is, I'm guessing right about now, I'm going to muscle test those. How many people actually believe that is actually going on, like for real, like that actually trust the narrative right now? I think the numbers are changing. Yeah, okay, so it's about 91%. So about 9%, but that's great. That means 10% of people know it's a scam. And that's not bad, because like a year ago, it was like 1% of people knew it was a scam. At the beginning, I was one of those. And now it's like 10%. So that's not bad. We're making progress. But they're very different worlds. They're very, very different worlds. They're completely different worlds. One is based on reality, like what's actually happening, which is nothing. Like life is just going on absolutely normally. Humanity is awakening. The consciousness is rising. There's a massive human awakening to truth, to oneness, to love, as they're pushing this crazy separation-based, fear-based agenda, which is completely made up. That's always been made up. So on that level, like everything's normal. The cabal's pushing fear, and humanity's just like waking up. That's actually what's going on. And then there's another level, which is what's actually happening now, which is the cabal's being completely destroyed and has already been destroyed, and humanity's now going into a tailspin of absolute horror, so that everybody can wake up and actually see what's going on. As the short version of what's happening, you're being allowed to see just how evil the people who've been running the show for about 6,000 years Yeah, interesting. But anyway, for yeah, something like 5,000-6,000 years, this group has been running the planet, and they're I don't often use the word evil for anything, but let's just go with evil. And yeah, and so people are getting it now. And the whole system's basically imploded, and it's imploding, and humanity's being allowed to see just how evil they are. So the people who are asleep who are like, no, just trust the government, so they can wake up now as well. And it has to get really, really bad because people are so brainwashed and so asleep. It has to get really bad to the point where, like, you believe you're going to have to get a vaccine passport to travel, or you're going to have to get vaccinated to buy food. It has to get to that point for people to go, okay, please help God, like, we're done. This can't be real. And then you'll find out that the good guys have already taken control, and it's all a show. But it's going to get worse, just so people get it. But once you actually wake up and you understand what's happening, then you don't have to worry about anything, because, we're good. But yeah, but right now, like, so the levels of, see one guy saying on Instagram, Purely says, I can't get out of Brazil since we don't have vaccines here. Sir P. Wash says, we're being lied to. 80% of the people I talk to share the same perspective. Yeah, I mean, that's cool. I mean, it depends, right? Well, everybody I talk to knows what's up pretty much. But all my friends are people I've met, like, through my spiritual journey, who are already working on it. And then the rest are from the freedom rallies here in Vancouver. So everybody knows what's up. So it's really interesting times. It's really interesting right now. Yeah, so this is a good comment here. This guy's talking about rife technology. Yeah, I mean, like, when I try and explain to people, you can't really explain certain things to people that they're not really ready for, unfortunately. Because, like, I met a guy the other day who, this is like, I mean, to me, this is inconceivable, but I ran into a guy the other day. I'm just chatting to him randomly, and he's like a friend of a friend. So I'm just like, okay, I'll just talk to this guy for a few minutes. And he just looks at me. He goes, bro, you guys are going to like this. You ready? You guys are going to like this. This is going to trigger some of you. Some of you are going to get triggered right now, but I'm going to tell you the conversation. He basically said, actually, you know what? I'll play a video for you guys. It'll freak you out. Dion, can you grab the video? I posted it on with a woke group. Can you get the video of my friend walking around showing people getting vaccinated? Just find that video and get it ready, and then we'll play it in a minute. So I'm telling this guy, he goes, yeah, bro. Why don't you just wear a mask? Like, it's better because you have more freedom. I like my mask because it just gives me more freedom. Like, people don't hassle me. Like, what's the big deal? And I'm like, cool. I'm like, how do you feel about the vaccination? And he goes, oh, I can't wait to get the vaccination because I'll have even more freedom. He goes, yeah, it's going to be awesome. Like, you're gonna be able to do whatever you want to. You just get the vaccination. I'm like, but you don't know what's in there. Don't you think? Like, I said, what happens to your freedom if you fucking get autism or you get fucking crippled and you're just absolutely fucked from the vaccine, which is happening to tons and tons of people? He's just like, no, I don't believe that. Don't instill fear in me, bro. I don't believe in that. I'm like, okay. So they changed the law. I'm looking at him right in the eye. I'm like, so they changed the laws in the US so that you can't sue the vaccine companies, and they have a separate tribunal where people can file, and only 1% of the people who have filed damages have actually been seen in the special court. And for those 1%, they've paid out $4 billion in vaccine damages. He goes, I never heard of that. I'm like, you not hearing about it doesn't mean it's not happening. Do some fucking research. So it was unbelievable. And I'm like it doesn't, when you're really bought the sauce, it doesn't logic and it doesn't make any difference. It makes absolutely no difference what you say. I'm just like, so dude, like, hello, like, you're going to let someone inject some chemicals into your arm that you don't know the people, you don't trust the people, you just, yep. Okay, cool. And then, yeah, it's just mind-blowing. It's absolutely mind-blowing where we're at. People are literally lining up to get injected with fucking heavy metals. It's great. Check this out. My friend Nikolai, who's on the stream right now, We Are Plasma. That's him over there. Say hi there, Nikolai, everybody. Woohoo! He's actually downstairs right now. Hey, Anna, how's it going? Hey, Fabian, how's it going, guys? Welcome. So you won't see this, unfortunately, if you're on Instagram, but I'm going to play a video on the rest of the stream. If you want to see it, go to woke.as, and then you can see the video. But it's just a 1-minute video I'm going to play here. All right, go ahead, Dion. This is just watch this video, guys. It's just a minute.
Excuse me, can you tell me what's going on? It's the lineup?
Yeah.
Wow, okay, interesting.
So I've mute Instagram. So I can unmute my own mic. Thanks very much. Otherwise, you'll fuck me up. So did you guys see that shit? Is that not freaky as fuck? It's just people. It's just people lining up, like standing around with like robots, just standing there 6 feet apart from each other. Just can't wait to do it. And we actually went around. We went around talking to people and just asking them, how they're doing. And people were like, yep, just want to get this over with. Just want to get it done. Some people were excited. A lot of people were really miserable. They're just fucking miserable. And they're just like waiting in line, like they didn't want to talk. And 2 people actually made jokes about side effects. They're just, one guy's like, well, I hope I don't grow 2 extra nipples. And I'm like, that wouldn't be that bad from what we've been hearing. 2 nipples would just be like, well, I've got 4 nipples now. There you go. Get me 3 other humans to get kinky with. It's all good. It feels nice having one person sucking on one of your nipples. Imagine having 4 people sucking on a nipple each. That's not the worst thing that could happen if it goes wrong. Yes, Oleg, it's on woke.as. So I'm streaming to 2 YouTube channels, the Woke as Fuck channel, my Decentralized Love channel, which I don't use for anything anymore, but I stream to it. And apparently now to Twitch. So can you cite sources to what you're saying? Reality. My source is reality. I don't watch TV and I'm not brainwashed, and I think for myself. Those are my sources. But also we're putting up all the links on this website we made. Well, depends what you're looking for. But if you go to, I'll type this up for you. If you go to this website, cbfacts.net, we can never keep up with the amount of content out there. There's too many videos, but we're putting some articles and videos and other websites that talk about what's actually going on. We link them on that site. So if you go there, you'll at least find enough stuff to where you're not, completely confused. What did you see? Shaz on Instagram says he's seen the videos of people with bad side effects. Oh, okay. I thought you meant you saw it in person, bro. Yeah. So it's pretty messed up. So, yeah, so what we're entering into is a situation where there's basically two totally separate timelines, which is what I'm seeing right now. This is what I want to talk about. And it's quite amazing because one timeline, like all my friends, it's like we see what's going on. We're already like, we understand we're here to do what we're here to do. We're here to live our lives. We're here to be that love vibration. We're here to create this new world that's already forming, and we're all coming together and we're all collaborating, and amazing things are manifesting like really, really quickly, like businesses, projects, like everything's just happening really, really fast. So we're working on the new world, and it's amazing. And when that's actually happening, and you're in, because it's like oil and water, right? The two worlds are separating like oil and water. All the people who are about the fear, who really trust the TV, who believe in fear, who believe the government, like they're literally just in one reality over here that's very dense, and they're all the people walking around on the streets with masks, wearing their masks in their car, watching the news, and they're gone, right? They're gone. They're not really here. They're not really here. And even if you present them, and I don't want to be a dick, but like I've been kind of in the movement trying to talk to people and wake people up. Even if you present them with like facts or like anything that's actually going, it doesn't make a difference because they've already decided that they're just going to comply and do what they're told, and the government is their friend, and they trust. And this is really what we're dealing with. We're dealing with, as Larkin Rose would call it, the most dangerous superstition, a belief in authority. And if you really believe that someone has authority over you and you give away your authority, it doesn't actually matter who you give it to. You've given it to someone else, not you. That's the problem. You've given your authority to someone else, and then it's like when you were a kid and you give your authority to your parents, and you're used to being told what to do. Apparently, most of humanity has not got to the phase in their evolution where they realize that they're their own sovereign authority and they should be doing what they know in their heart, using their mind and logic and good sense and instincts and heart, mind connected to source. That should be the being that they're listening to determine what their actions should be out there in the world, not somebody on the TV or somebody who's elected, though we know there are no elections. That's all part of the lie as well. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. So that's just where we're at right now. People believe in authority, and they believe in the news, and they just believe what they're told. And people who absolutely 100% are like, this is all horse shit. It's getting kind of weird. AJ says, dude, you've been talking about this for a year now. I love you, but it's getting kind of weird. Well, is what I'm saying weirder than, for example, people getting arrested for going for a walk by themselves because they're not following the quarantine? Is what I'm talking about weirder than that? Is it weirder than shutting down businesses so that people have to get a government paycheck to eat food? Is it weirder than a guy who owns a barbecue restaurant in Canada being arrested because he wants to run a business? Is it weirder than old people dying because they're being isolated from their relatives, and even when they're on their deathbeds, they're not allowed to see anybody? Is what I'm saying weirder than that? Is it? Should we not be talking about this? What else would you like to talk about? How to get your knot polished? Should we talk about how to get your knot polished? Yes? Guys, I'm going to tell you how to get any chick anytime. Are you ready? Love yourself. Okay, good. So we covered the chick topic. Everybody's happy now? Excellent. So, folks, yeah, well, people are getting it, but it's slowly but surely, guys. Yeah. People. So interesting. Just reading your comments here. Yeah. Oleg says the U.S. is very lax. Oh, wait. Wrong comment. Sorry. Oleg says the U.S. is very lax. Other countries are much more strict. Yeah. I mean, look, they tried to do all of this globally, right? It's a global shutdown. It's a global shutdown. And, it's not working because people are waking up. Hey, Kate, what's going on? So here's the thing about the timelines. Some guy snuck into the back room. I don't even know what this guy's doing here. Literally, somebody's in the backstage. Neither me or my producer told this guy to come in the room, and he's just come in here. I have no idea where he's come from. And it's almost tempting to just be like, what are you doing? Can someone, we can't even, who are you? Who are you, bro? Who are you, Levy? We don't know who you are. You snuck up on us. Anyway, so here's what I'm talking about. It's getting to the point where the difference. Okay, somebody is having a problem. Okay, Baytula, I'm going to ask you what your issue is in a second. If you have a legitimate problem, I'm happy to help. I do what I can. So the issue is this. We're having such a split in realities now where I've had experiences where like it's almost getting to the point where when you're fully aware of what's going on and you actually step into your power. And I've just made a couple of podcasts that will be coming out this week that are really, really good, all about actually stepping into your power fully. But when you really step into your power and you go, yeah, I'm not going to play along with this. I know this is a hoax. I'm not going to wear a mask. I'm not going to none of this. I'm not playing along with any of this because it's fucking insane and I'm not going to do it. When you actually are in that reality and there's more and more people in my circle that we're all like, yeah, we're not going to do this. We're not playing along with this, which means, yeah, like talking to people, explaining to people if police need to be called and we need to get the documents out and explain to people why this is illegal in our country. We're doing it. It's happening, right? But we're just not playing along with this because we know it's all a lie and it has nothing to do with what they're saying and everything's a lie. Like we know it. The different reality between those people and people who actually believe what's on the TV is such a massive difference that it's getting to the point where they can't even talk to each other, right? And think about it. Think about what's been created. You believe, if you really believe the media propaganda, that anybody that gets close to you can basically kill you, right? You believe that healthy people can get sick, other people sick. Never been true. Like all of it is all fucking made up. But if you believe that, if you fall for the propaganda brainwashing, and at the beginning of this hoax, you saw the videos of people in Wuhan dying in body bags, and you just went, oh yeah, well, there must be a thing. People are, oh my God, yeah, we just stay away from people and put a mask on, whatever. It doesn't matter the science. It doesn't matter what people are saying. It doesn't make any difference. You've already chosen fear as your reality, and you need to just stay away from everybody and do what you think you believe. You know what I'm saying? Even though it's completely delusional, it makes no sense whatsoever. It doesn't make sense based on science, reason, common sense. None of it doesn't matter. You're in the fear. You're going to do it anyway. So if you're there and you're watching the news, even though even the science is like, yeah, masks don't do shit. It's bad for your immune system. You're not supposed to wear them unless you're sick. You're actually like physically sick, or you're a doctor or something. It doesn't matter. If you really believe what's on the TV, you think people who are like being normal are insane. They might get you sick. So you won't even interact with normal people. And if normal people come up to you and they're just like, bro, it's safe out here. You can just hug people and life is good. You'll literally feel afraid. Like I've seen people literally like afraid to talk to me because of the information I'm saying, or afraid to even physically get close to me. And I've seen the fear in people's eyes when I just start asking questions that don't make sense, like where they're not considering. Like I've had things where I'll just look at someone and go, the numbers, the overall deaths have been the same, pretty much the same over the last 5 years for the flu. It's pretty much the same. So how can there be a pandemic if the overall deaths are the same? They've not gone up. They don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear that. They literally get nervous and they run away from you. When you start saying something that just questions their narrative, they don't fucking want to hear it. What about this new study that's come out, that shows that masks are really fucking bad for you, and they've always known that they're bad for you, and they don't use them for a reason because they actually, like, unless there's a specific hole where the air comes out, all you're doing is blocking the bacteria. And if you're breathing and the mask stops bacteria, where is there more bacteria? Is it on the inside of the mask or is it on the outside of the mask? It would be on the inside of the mask, which means you're breathing what? Your own bacteria. So are you more likely to get sick wearing a mask or not wearing it? Right. They don't want to hear that shit. It doesn't matter how much it makes sense. So it's absolutely batshit crazy. Batshit crazy. That's a good question. Am I afraid they'll take down my channel? I already know that my channel, that I can't broadcast to YouTube. That's what I keep saying. As soon as library credits allows me to go live, I'm out of here. And I've got everybody on, most people who watch the sermon already on my Telegram group. So I can just message everyone and be like, I'm over here next week, and that's it. Most of the hardcores are on there. So it's all good. But yeah, but I got to that place, and this is what I'm talking about in these podcasts that are coming out this week. We're all always in the process. If you're working on yourself and stepping into your next level of power, stepping in. It's a process. So that point where I'm just like, yeah, I'm not playing with this. I'm never going to wear a mask. I'm never going to fucking comply with any of this shit ever. That happened to me like a couple of months ago, where I'm just like, I'm not playing this game. A couple months ago, like I only have the one mask that's a joke that says, I have a funny message on it. What is it? It says, this is a scam, or whatever it is. My one black mask with a funny message on. I have that mask, but it's not like I don't carry it on me. It's in my closet there. I do not comply with any of this. Period. So I'll always tell people the truth in the most loving way that I can, except for that one time where I lost my shit. But every other time, I try to be as loving as I can. I speak my truth. I come from love, but I'm not gonna hold back, and that's it. And that's the reality I'm in. And when you enter that reality as to what is Telegram? You don't know what Telegram Messenger is, bro? Are you fucking kidding me? Okay, somebody let this guy know my Telegram group. You'll have to do it on Instagram, Deanne, if you can pop on my Instagram and let people know, because I guess they don't know. What's up, Sassy? So once you step into that reality, everything starts changing. It's like a different timeline. Because when you go, yep, that's it. I'm not dealing with this shit anymore. There are consequences, but actually I've covered this in other sermons before. When you actually say, I'm not going to pretend, I'm not going to fucking lie to myself anymore, I'm not going to lie to other people anymore, this is the truth, this is what's actually happening, and if people don't like me for speaking it, then they won't like me, but that's fine. I'm not going to lie to myself anymore. When you actually do that, yes, you might lose your job. Yes, you might not be able to shop at your favorite place anymore. All these things happen. You might not be able to go to certain restaurants, but what happens is when the restaurants that you do start going to, you'll start meeting all the people who are just like you, who are awake and in their heart, and then bam, you're in it, right? Yeah, you might lose your job, but then guess what? The universe is going to send you a better job where you're working with people who are not fucking brainwashed. So, and this is what's happening. This is what I keep happening. When people are afraid to make the decision, like if you're working somewhere and it's a cult. You have to understand, guys. Again, I'm not going to mince my words here. COVID is a cult. It's a cult. It's a cult. It's a cult. Believing what the government tells you is a cult. Okay, it's the most dangerous cult. It's killed the most amount of people on planet Earth. Is trusting the government. Who does all the wars? Who convinces you got to go to some other country with a gun and shoot some people? Okay, it's the government. Okay, they're the same. It's the same fucking people pulling the strings. The media, the government. It's all the same fucking. It's 13 families. I believe they've all been fucking killed by now. But it's the same. It's the same people. You can spend about 20 minutes on YouTube or reading articles and doing your own research. You follow the money trail. All of the media companies. All of the major corporations follow the money. It's just a few companies owned by a few people that run everything. That's a fucking fact. It's always been this way. You can find this out on your own. It's not difficult. It's not hidden information. It's actually public. It's public information. You can follow the money for all this stuff. Very, very, very small amount of people. So when you understand what they've been getting up to, everything I'm saying is common fucking sense. None of it is weird. It's just literally straightforward. Okay. But if you're in the cult, you're in a cult, believing what the government tells you, believing they have authority over you, believing in fear and just being afraid of people. It's just, you're in a cult and you have a bunch of beliefs that you picked up from mind control. You've been psyoped. So it's a psychological operation and you're a victim. That's it. There's nothing I'm saying here that's controversial. There's nothing weird. It's just like, what part of this is not true? Whatever it is, I don't know the percentage. 90%, whatever, of people are in a cult and they believe what they're being told. And and that's it. They're brainwashed. Straight up brainwashing. That's it. That's what happened. But again, if you stay in it and you know something's wrong, but you continue to go along with it, that's fucked. Please get some help. Talk to somebody. It doesn't have to be me, but just talk to somebody who has a clue that has been telling. One of your friends has probably been telling you for a while, hey man, reality's not what you think. Maybe you should talk to somebody. Maybe there's some alternative information you should look at. Open up your mind, take a chance, and do a little bit of thinking, folks. Because really, there's never been a better time to wake up to get out of a cult. You know what I'm saying? There's never been a better time. And I know it's difficult when you're in a cult. You think they're taking care of you. Everything's okay. All your friends are in the cult. I know it's difficult. But it's a cult, and they're not your friends, and they're abusing you and abusing you. And at this point, they're trying to inject you with fucking toxins. I mean, they're basically, at this point, they're trying to kill you. You know, this was all fun and games a year ago, 2 years ago, 5 years ago. It was still shitty, but but it's really bad now. It's really bad what they're doing. And you need to get out, folks. You need to get out. And when everybody gets out, we're going to be okay. Okay. And again, so someone's asking a question about what to do. Somebody tries to make you wear a mask. Even laws, like in Canada, yes, you're protected by the law. In the US also. Other countries have different laws, I don't know. But just God's law, just common sense. You're a sovereign being. No one can tell you what to wear. Period. Making up a lie and then brainwashing everybody and hey, you all got to wear this kind of shit. No. I gotta put up my my comedy clip about this. I did a comedy set yesterday where I had all my jokes, where I do all my jokes about why I don't wear. I'll put a clip up on the Woke channel. No, just no. I like literally one of my jokes is somebody comes up to me and goes, "Why are you not wearing a mask?" And I said, "I don't believe in conspiracy theories. It's insane. I'm not gonna fucking do it." Yeah, that's a funny thing to say. I am full of quotes that contextualize events. Good. Put some up here. I want to see them. Yeah, that's right. That's the one. That's what my mask says. This is a mind control device. Yeah, that's right. I can't even remember what's on my one mask because I don't fucking wear it. I have one that has something funny on it in my closet. But yes, that's what it actually says. Thank you. Because I literally didn't remember what it said. Yeah, I know. Shoguino, you don't have to convince me. I know the good guys are running shit. God is always running everything. This is just a global awakening. It's just really, really surprising how asleep humanity got in the last few thousand years. That's all. It's just amazing. But I'm not actually worried about it. I'm cool. But it's just like, wow, you know what I'm saying? Like how just wow, you know? Like, is it just me that's watching people and they're like loving the TV and loving just being prisoners and holy fuck. "23 of people surveyed in BC disagree with." Okay, I'm not sure exactly what you mean, but yeah, if you mean 23% of people disagree with the narrative, cool. Okay, there's a guy over here on Instagram. He said he had a problem. What's your problem, dog? What's up, dog? You said you needed a hug. Do you need a hug? Let me know what it is. Chanting the holy names is the future of music. You know what I wanted to do? Adriana, hello. Oh shit. Nothing like someone calls you during the. What I want to do is I've got bits of me doing stand-up comedy, and I actually want to put me doing stand-up comedy with like background, you know, like Alan Watts. There's like these sick chill hop or whatever tunes, and then he says some deep shit, and there's some music and some deep shit. So my comedy, I got spiritual jokes, I got jokes about the hoax. I mean, it's funny. So I thought it would be good having my comedy with some, yeah, it could be some mantras or whatever behind. So I thought that would be dope. Apparently, even though my Skype is off, people can still call me. That makes no sense. Yeah. So if you're down for that, yes, send me a ping. And BC, yeah, we have a court case against our chief dictator, Bonnie Henry, happening tomorrow, actually. So oh yeah, that's right. I was actually going to go to the court thing. I'm actually going to go. Yeah. So yeah, that's exciting. So we're making some progress here in BC. I know all over the world, progress is being had against the scam, but it is happening. It's very exciting. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a nice bit of programming there. Yeah. The science. I trust the science. The science says everything is fine. Yeah, that's right. Putting chemicals on your hands and wearing a fucking little Chinese piece of cloth that's got phosphorus on it and being afraid of everybody and staying in your basement and closing down your business, that's good for your health. Going broke is great for you. Being reliant on the government for a paycheck, that's what you want to do. That's funny. Raccoon is making a joke. Yeah, Red Pill of the Legislature. Yeah, that's going to be dope. I'm super excited about it. All right, look, that was just me ranting about the thing. All I'm going to do to sum up this rant, and then we're going to do a meditation. All I'm saying is, you can, and many people are, just do not be afraid to speak your truth, man. When you really just go, fuck it, I'm not gonna play this game anymore, the entire world changes. And we go deep into the podcast coming out this week. When you just go, I'm done. I'm not playing this game. I'm going to speak my truth, and there's no fear of consequences. You're just like, I'm not going to pretend to go along with this insanity because it's lies. It's all lies, and that's it. Then everything shifts around you, and actually things just work out. Things just work out, and then you start attracting all the most amazing people who are also on the same vibration, and then bam, and then you're in a new reality. But you have to. It's uncomfortable to make the choice. Because when people around you are still fucking batshit crazy and they trust what's on the TV, it's a little bit tricky. Someone's asking about where to find my podcast. It's woke.as, www.woke.as. So it goes up on there. It's basically, Woke as Fuck podcast. It's legit. We go deep. It's mainly about spiritual enlightenment shit and loving yourself. It's pretty good. Okay, so I don't know where the guy went who he said he needed help. He disappeared. Okay. Find RH negatives and you'll survive what comes. We're gonna survive. The only people that don't survive are the people who made contracts to not be here during this awakening. And I suspect some of them are lining up right now to get injected with heavy metals. But I know it's all perfect. It's just a shocker. That's all. Okay. Oh, wow. You're getting letters, eh? Getting letters telling you to go get vaccinated. That's amazing. Insane. Very interesting. Yeah. Yeah, Robert. I heard the same thing. A friend of a friend here who also is getting pooped on just for goes down people apparently were harassing this lady on the street. She's walking down the street and people are like, put a mask on. She's like, we're in nature. We're literally walking around outside. What the fuck is the matter with you? Yeah, I got a really funny idea. I want to film about this. I don't know if I'm going to do it, but I probably will. Yep. Well, it's about ripping people a new one, but with love, right? Like that's the thing. If you're coming from love, you know what I'm saying, and you're just present and you love people, and then you drop a little hint of truth here and there, then it's all good. People, we got to respect people's awakening timeline. You know what I'm saying? It's hard. It's hard when it's so obvious to us. When we're just like, dude, really? You still believe the fucking media? Really? It's 2021 and you haven't figured it out yet that they're lying through their teeth and they're just scaring the shit out of you to control you and just basically take all your money and put you in a fucking cage. I mean, literally, you haven't figured out what they're doing yet. Really? So it's just weird that it has to get this crazy for people to go, oh wait, apparently it's going to get more crazy. Apparently this is what people need. Anyway. Okay. Now I know you guys, I don't live stream as much on Instagram. Don't be angry. It's been, you know what I'm saying? It's been a crazy couple of weeks. But you guys over here, you guys know on the Sunday sermon, we like to do a little breathing. We like to do a little meditation. So why don't we do a little, are you guys up for it? Are you guys up for a little tune in, a little meditation? It's nice to breathe. It's nice to get present. It's nice to go with it. All the answers and the love and the joy, it's all inside. There's nothing out there. There's nothing really out there, actually. I like to get carried away in the world. I do. It's fun. It's fun running around and talking to people and doing things. And because, there's that part of me that's a comedian and it's funny and I'm getting material and I'm just like, everybody wake up. It's fun. Like, that's great. But ultimately, there's nothing going on out there. It's all a dream. It's just consciousness dreaming, and we're that forever and ever. And it doesn't fucking matter because you're all of it. You're all of creation, experiencing itself. But the meditation, it helps to center. That's funny. Good. Where are you at, Craw? I'm glad you're doing good there. Okay, I got some thumbs up on meditation from Instagram. All right. Cool. Okay, let me adjust my ass. I was in Chilliwack. Was anyone on the live stream? Were any of you guys in Chilliwack for the rally yesterday? I did comedy. It was really, really fun. Hey, David, cool. You're on Vancouver Island. Nice. Boom. Yeah, there was a good rally there yesterday, a big one in Victoria. And I couldn't do Chilliwack and Victoria, so I went to Chilliwack. But every weekend, from 12 to 3, Vancouver Art Gallery. I show up usually after the sermon, so I'm probably going to go after this. I do my stand-up comedy jokes. I hug people and shit. It's a great time if you're in Vancouver. But yeah, they're having more rallies in Victoria. Chilliwack, they're going to have another one next month. And it's popping off everywhere, actually. People are waking up. It's great. Under Gretchen Whitmer's rule. Okay. Yeah, I want to go to one of the rallies in Victoria. Crawdog, so I might see you up there. But I'll always post, if I'm doing a rally, I always post it to my Instagram, at Alex the Comic. So yeah, just be on my Instagram and you'll know I'm coming and you'll see me there. Okay. Okay, let's do some magic. Let's do some white magic, guys. Let's do some good stuff. I think, let's see what Spirit wants. Yep. Okay. So apparently some of you guys do have some energetic attachments that do not belong, that need to be cleared. So give me a thumbs up if we want to remove any spirits, entities, demonic energies that are plaguing us. For anybody that thinks I'm joking, I almost died in 2012-ish. I picked up some nasty ass entity and I was like sick and nobody could figure out what was wrong with me. And I was like 33 and couldn't walk around basically. And I had the demon basically draining my life force. And as soon as it got removed, bam, I was back to normal. Everything was fine. Never had a problem since. So it's a real thing and people pick shit up all the time. This is some hidden knowledge that, again, you're not supposed to know, because anything that can empower you, you're not supposed to know. You're not supposed to know how to eat. You're not supposed to know how to think. You're not supposed to know how to clean your auric field of negative energies. You're not supposed to know anything. Just shut up, pay your taxes, and don't ask any questions. That's what you're supposed to do. But I know some of you guys aren't really following the sauce. So you're thinking for yourselves. I get it. So I'm gonna do it out loud. So there's no secrets, and everything we're gonna do now, you can do yourself. Right? I just have more experience because I've been cleaning people for 10 years. And I've seen people almost fucking die and then be fine once I clear them. Okay? Yeah. One of my friends actually right now is under attack by like AI fucking crazy bots. Like she doesn't even, I mean, she knows what it is. I can't even understand what she's talking about, but she's gone so deep down the rabbit hole. And she's basically keeps getting fucked over and she'll clear all the stuff that's on her. Okay, let me explain it to you another way. When you start coming into your power, like truly, like you start realizing that you're not a person and you're this epic fucking unlimited being that's straight from source, and you're actually from some other planet, and that this is just one incarnation, but you're this extremely powerful being that forgot you're a powerful being, and you start remembering that you have you have unbelievable powers beyond like same level as like people have in X-Men movies. You can do all that shit. Like, I'm not even kidding. So when you start realizing your power, they send implants and they activate shit and they send demonic energies to sabotage you, so you can't actually come into your power. Because if even one human being that was born here comes fully into their power, they themselves would be able to bring down the entire satanic system. Just one. If one human being right now attains full Christ consciousness, you would have all powers that Christ did. So literally teleportation, bringing people back from the dead, manifesting objects. I mean, so that one being, and also so you could be anywhere at any time. So just one fully realized Christ, Buddha, Krishna, just one out of 6 point, what are we at now? 8 billion people. Just one goes all the way, it's over. And guess what? Already happened. We already have beings on that level walking around. Okay. So that's why there's nothing to worry about. But when you start waking up and you start really, really, really remembering who you are, they send implants and they start fucking with you. And I've had many, many, many stories. There you go. Sassy makeup artist says, I just had my overlay chakras removed and a bunch of stuff. So much entities was attached. And yeah. So it's stuff. So it's almost a compliment. Like if you get shit sent on you, it's a compliment. That means you have great potential to wake up other beings and to come into your power, and they want to shut you down. So don't take it personally. You know what I'm saying? But at the same token, to minimize your chances, don't do anything that lowers your vibrational, your natural defenses and your frequency. So being in fear, worrying, doing any actions that put you out of integrity, really, really important not to do that, because you know that you're doing something that's not correct. And so that actually lowers your vibration, right? Being out of integrity. Alcohol lowers your natural defenses. Drugs lowers your natural defenses. Not the same with plant medicines. If you're using medicines, even like magic mushrooms, oh yeah. But if you're taking it and you're praying and you're being conscious with it, that's fine. But just like taking drugs because you want to get fucked up, lowers your natural defenses. Hanging out with people that are in the fear, hanging out with people that are brainwashed, lowers your natural defenses, believe it or not. So anything that you do that lowers your natural defenses, you're increasing your chances, especially if you're hanging out with people who have stuff. Because if people have stuff and these sticky things, they have these energies like you more, they'll just jump on you. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Cross says, lol, I don't hang out with anyone. Well, that's actually, that's a better reason to avoid people than they might give you COVID, is that their dirty ass entities that are feeding off their energy might jump on you. That actually makes sense, except you can clear shit in 30 seconds anyway, and it's fine. Escapism is the real pandemic. Okay. How do you protect against 5G? Know who you are, and trust in God and ask for protection. But even and that'll work for the most case. But if you're living right next to a tower and you're sensitive, you may have to leave the house. Yeah, or pray that the tower implodes. That's a separate conversation, though. Let's clear our entities. Okay, so let's do this. So we're gonna do like a short little meditation just to tune in, and then we're gonna clear all of our stuff as a group. And you may feel a little tingling, you may feel a little energy, you may feel things moving as people do. Don't be freaked out. You may feel nothing, but we're gonna clear our shit. Okay. So grab a seat, everybody. Get comfortable. Thanks for sending me mushroom love, Gina. Gina sent me a virtual mushroom. Send me some real mushrooms. That'll be cool. I'd take them. No, I did not microdose this morning. Thanks for asking. I should have, but I didn't. Okay. So just take a couple of deep breaths. Just focusing on the air entering your lungs. Just becoming aware of the air going in, going out. Just allowing the mind to quiet. Just being here now. And let's just bring our awareness to the field around us. And just feeling the space. Okay, so as a group together, we're going to call in all of our friends in the Brotherhood of Light, which is all of us. We're all in the Brotherhood of Light. We're all actually one. Pretty much all beings that are incarnated are part of the Brotherhood because all beings are source energy. And there's a few that are pretending that they're the bad guys, and that's okay. So calling all our brothers, calling all of our ancestors, calling all beings aligned with the good, calling in Christ consciousness, the Krishna energies, the Buddhic energies, calling in all the angels, all our spirit guides, all beings aligned with love, truth, that are working towards the good of all. We call you in. You stand with us now in this moment. Spirit Masters, Spirit World, Spirit Guides, hear us. Spirit Master, Spirit Guides, Spirit World, we ask you to remove any and all non-beneficial energies, spirits, entities, demonic energies that are afflicting any of us listening now. And in the replay, we ask that you remove anything that does not belong, anything that is not to our benefit, anything that is being used to suppress us or to hurt us. May all these energies be removed and sent back to source where they belong. We ask this be done in the name of the Infinite One Creator for the benefit of all beings. Team Light, please remove any and all non-beneficial entities, energies, demonic forces, spirits that do not belong. Thank you. God bless you. We love you. Thanks for the help. I'm now going to do a quick Diksha, as I was initiated by my teacher, who was initiated in India by Sri Bhagavan and Sri Amma. Just stay with the breath and be open to the Diksha. Om Satchitananda Parabrahma Purushottama Paramatma Sri Bhagavati Sameta Sri Bhagavate Namaha. Om Satchitananda Parabrahma Purushottama Paramatma Sri Bhagavati Sameta Sri Bhagavate Namaha. Om Satchitananda Parabrahma Purushottama Paramatma Sri Bhagavati Sameta Sri Bhagavate Namaha. Sri Bhagavate Namaha. Sri Bhagavate Namaha. Sri Bhagavate Namaha. Om. May all beings be happy. May all beings remember the truth of their nature. Mm. Woo! So, staying with the breath, staying in this vibration. Whenever you're ready to come back and open your eyes, you may do so. But you can stay here in this peace and the joy and the love with every breath. No need to allow the mind to start its ranting and raving. You can still stay in the present now. Let's see how many things we cleared. So before the clearing, how many we had? 15. 20. Yeah, 19. We had about 20 unwanted guests, which isn't that much. It's only like 1 in 3 people having one, which is actually super low. It's usually more. And how many do we have now? 1. There's only 1 attachment one of you has. Everyone else is clear. That's not bad. So somebody has a soul contract or something, and it's not ready to go yet. There you go. Booyah! Mula mantra. There's a good snap. Good water bearer. Yeah, fear does not belong. It's actually completely unnatural, and fear is actually the opposite of what our true nature is. So, I mean, quite literally. So we are all of our nature as consciousness is pure unconditional love. That's actually our nature, and the opposite of that is like fear and separation. We're oneness and love. The opposite of which is separation and fear. And all they're pumping out on the media all day long, all the day, is fear, 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 fear. Because it being the opposite of what we are, it would damage us the most. Can't actually destroy us, but it damages us. Just like if you look at Rife Technology, somebody wanted me to mention it. Actually, my friend Nikolai, he might still be on the stream. He actually was, maybe he'll talk about this at some point on the show, but he basically was really, really sick, and he used Rife Technology. You can use sound to actually create the opposite field of whatever bacteria, virus, whatever shit you got going on in your body, fungus that shouldn't be there. If you create the opposite frequency, it will actually destroy, with sound, combination of sound and light, it will destroy whatever's in your body that does not belong, because it shatters it, right? Just like if you use your voice at the exact right pitch, you can shatter glass, right? It's not a conspiracy theory. There's videos on YouTube, okay? So you can use sound and light to take out what doesn't belong in your body also. So this is very interesting. And so what they're doing is they're literally, and I'm just getting this now, they're literally putting out the opposite vibration to the reality of what we are to cause them the most damage. We are love, they put out fear. We are one, they put out separation. And that is why we're in a spiritual war. And that's always been the agenda for the last few thousand years. If you haven't heard episode 61 of the Woke as Fuck podcast, it was removed for dropping too many truth bombs, frankly, on YouTube, so it's not there, but it is on library credits. So if you go to woke.as, we did list that one on the website on library credits. And we talk about, me and Paul talk about the spiritual war and what's actually going on, and that's a really good episode. Yes, I can see that. Joe Shanley, what's up? You're one of like you're like the only person that found me through Facebook. That's why I still stream there, just to try and save one soul off evil Facebook before it implodes in on itself. That was pretty cool, says Roberto. Hi, Roberto. What's up, dog? That was pretty cool. Somehow I cried a little and see a lot of light. Not sure if that's normal. Well, there's no normal. But yeah, things happen when we remove these energies that don't belong, because they're like vampires and they're sucking our energy. So when we take them off, good things happen. And then the blessing is really powerful. You can look up Mula Mantra, but it's really powerful, and it's a lineage that I'm in. So I'm calling on the lineage, and I'm also calling on Christ consciousness. And I have I'm in that lineage too. We're all in lineages, folks. I've just connected with mine pretty deep in the last couple of years. So all those energies are coming in and removing and just blasting you with basically the highest energies, awakening energies. So yeah, shit happens, man. People have experiences. People have breakthroughs. Like I've seen things. That's all I'm going to say. So everything is normal. It's all good. Again, it's coming from source. It's coming from Christ. It's coming from, enlightened masters that want you to wake the fuck up. So there's nothing to worry about. You'll be okay. But sometimes after getting the blessing for up to 3 days, you might have negative thoughts or beliefs come up, and you'll analyze them because you're at a higher vibration and the thoughts don't belong anymore. So you'll be looking at them going, what the fuck is this? So things will come up, and you just be aware of it, be present with it, and it's just going to drop, and you'll be in a new place. And this just happens. This just happens to people. So if you're noticing shifts happening over the next couple of days, 2-3 days, it's good. It's normal. It just means you're literally in a different place vibrationally, and it's all good. It's legit. I'm not bluffing. I'm not saying this and I think I'm cool and shit. I'm just telling you what happens to people. Okay? I've been doing this for a while. I lost my shit. First time I got the blessing, I was initiated. Holy fuck. I just got so fucking blasted. I was sitting around like a zombie. Like it was just unfucking believable. I just popped me into a new reality. Completely new reality. It was insane. Raccoon. Oh, first time on the channel. Cool. What's up, Raccoon? Hi. Everybody say hi to Raccoon. The Raccoon is new on the channel. That's great. That's nice. It's nice to hear that new people, because I don't think YouTube is sharing me, I'll be honest. I don't think they're really pushing my channel out. You know what I'm saying? My boobs aren't big enough, and also I'm working for God, and I don't think they're on the side of God. So I'm not really, the algorithm's not really, you know what I'm saying? But it's nice somebody new found us. We love you, Raccoon. We love you. We pretty much love everybody, to be honest. Even the ones who are totally batshit crazy and brainwashed, we recognize that they're also just us, and we're all one consciousness, and it's just people who are confused. So we still like them. We still love everybody. But it does get a little bit interesting sometimes. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. We are plasma. That's my homeboy. He's downstairs in my house right now. He's downstairs. So at some point, he's going to come up and he's going to share his crazy ass story, for sure. For sure. Can I muscle test? Oh, wait, actually. No, apparently not today. Can you muscle test antidepressants? I don't need to, but I already had it. That's what's annoying now. I just get the number pop up in my head, like bam. Okay, I'm gonna check. I'm gonna check if the number in my head is correct, even though it's probably gonna be. Yeah, okay. So antidepressants calibrate at 63, which is ironic because there's 63 people on the stream right now, which is just funny. It's just fucking funny. But I immediately got 63 in my head. I mean, yeah, I'm literally getting 63 people, 63 calibration. I don't know if that's true. Maybe it's just my subconscious knows there's 63 people on the live stream, and I'm like, it's 63, but I immediately got 63 in my head, which is really fucking bad. God damn, that's terrible. Yeah, unless you're about to jump out of a building. You know what I'm saying? Not good. Is sharing knowledge coming from you or your ego? Good question. Well, you have to have some ego to be here, to put on a camera and talk. You know what I'm saying? Like there has to be some, you know what I'm saying? So we've all got, if you're in a body, you still have some. I've been in egoless states completely where there was no person, no thoughts, no mind, no nothing. And there was just existence. And I'll tell you what, I wasn't saying much. It was difficult to talk. You know what I'm saying? So even though, yeah. So let's just say there's always some ego. The trick is not to let your ego run the show, right? That's the trick, is to see your ego and go, okay, that's the ego, great. I'm over here as infinite consciousness and love, and I'm practicing being this, and I'll activate the ego to use it how I want to use it. And if you're using it to spread the truth and the love, then that's good. That's a good, healthy relationship. But if the ego's like, yo, we need to make millions of dollars, and then we'll be worthy of love, or we just need to bang some more chicks, or we just need to, like, if I could just get to, like, you know, whatever, if I could just get to 2 million fucking followers on Instagram, then I'll be awesome. Okay, great. Well, that's your ego. That's not healthy and is actually participating in the illusion and believes that something on the outside can make you happy. So now, bam, now the system can grab you, and actually, the forces of darkness, they can grab onto that ego and they can use it. That's basically when Satan comes in and starts rocking your world. That's right, I said it. Satan works through the ego. Sorry, but it's true. The Christians were right, okay? They were right the whole time. I'm just starting to get this. Those crazy Christians, they're a little confused about a lot of things, especially about the fact that the real teachings of Jesus aren't actually in the Bible. Oopsie, did I say it? Yes, I did. But about how Satan is actually running shit on this planet, they were right. And I apologize to all the Christians. I thought y'all were crazy. I'm like, they're all talking about Satan and sinning. They're all crazy. No, they were right about that. I was wrong. I was wrong in the Christians. I don't like admitting I was wrong, but when I'm wrong, I go, yeah, I was wrong. They were right. What can you do? Vibing? Whipala. What's up, Whipala? That's amazing. That's so cool to see people from Twitch, which I've never used. I've never used it, but I can do it. It's cool. Yeah, Odyssey. As soon as I can, I'll be live streaming Odyssey. Super excited. What things are dangerous you're talking about? Yeah, Rife is legit, man. There's a video going around that's really good. I have it here, but it's on. Well, you know what? Okay, yeah, I'll post this later to my Telegram. Just be in my Telegram. There's a great video about Rife. I think it's just 15 minutes, but it just talks about. It's one of the examples I talk about when, like, if you really want to understand who's running the planet, like, you know, Rife was curing cancer with that shit back in the day. Like, you know, when we're talking like, what, 100 years ago? I mean, it's ridiculous. Yeah. And people are like, no, you're a conspiracy theorist, Sasha. There's no cure for cancer. Okay, cool. Except for the dozens of cures that we know about, there's none, right? Okay, cool. Awesome. Great. Yeah, Rife doesn't exist. William Rife never existed. Absolutely not. Renee Case never existed. Absolutely. Great. Awesome. Oh, here we go. Here we go. All right. Yeah, we got a big comment here. I'm going to read it out loud. Oops, wait, hang on. Wait, can I even read this? No, I can't even. I have to click it because it's such a big comment. If I click there, okay, I have to read it out loud. This guy's saying he knows me from back in the day, and it's just crazy malarkey what I'm talking about. Okay, so this guy's saying, my question for you is, what could you show me that would knock off bits of my skepticism, allow my rational mind to accept the things that you're saying? Well, here's the problem, Home Slice. It's a guy who found me from the old day game days. Actually, I'll click show him this. You can read the first part, but I guess you can't read the last part. The last part, he's basically saying what I said. Well, that's actually how they got everybody by the balls, right? This is the problem, right? We've all been taught to believe that we're the thoughts. Just be smart, learn to memorize things, trust the science, trust what you're told, and just use your mind. But in fact, human beings are mind, body, and spirit. So spirit, right? Source energy has come into a body. That's actually what we are, energy. We're actually that. We're always that. The body is temporary, right? This physical body is temporary. Your mind also temporary. And if you think of mind, most people think of mind as like a brain. That's just part of the body. But mind, as in the thoughts, that mind that's thinking, that's another misconception. It's not actually really you. Thoughts just exist, and you're accessing different thoughts based on your vibration. You think you're thinking the thoughts. You're not actually thinking your thoughts. I could go deeper into that. I won't. But you're literally accessing thoughts. And in reality, you're not the body. You're not the thoughts. You're not any of it. You're not even the thinker. You're not the thinker. You are infinite eternal consciousness. You are a spiritual being. You are the all that is that took infinite forms, and then bam, you've got your little soul, and you're experiencing this unique soul's journey as a person. You're not supposed to know that. You're supposed to think you're a really smart monkey that just lives 80 years and that's it. Okay, you're not supposed to know the truth of your nature whatsoever. So when you've really been indoctrinated, as everyone has, to believe you're the body and you're this mind, and just like the way to figure things out is just like just be up here in your mind, you're actually cutting off the most important aspect of you, which is yourself, your soul, your higher self. Cutting it off. You're not supposed to know about this stuff, because if you actually connect to spirit, which is again just another version of you, it's all you. It's just different existence is just different layers of that infinite one self creator experiencing itself. Every enlightened master always has been dropping bombs about the same thing: oneness. We're just one. We're one being. So again, if we're one being with one will, right? What's actually happening when you're like, I just need to do this. I need, like, your little beliefs as a person, or whatever. It's not. It's just a controlled narrative. Like we're all just believing this, what they're telling us is reality outside, but it's not reality. It has nothing to do with reality. And to actually start knowing what real reality is, you have to get out of your mind and go within. It's the only way. The rational mind cannot show you reality. The rational mind cannot show you reality. It can't. It can't. And the more you rely on your rational mind, the less connected you are to reality, because actual reality is infinite oneness, infinite love, pure consciousness, forever and ever and ever experiencing itself. That's reality. So the only way to experience what really is to shut this off, literally shut off your mind, go within and feel. That's it. This is where meditation comes in. You know, if you can really stop thinking for a moment, like 5 seconds, even a second might be enough, for one moment, and actually feel your true nature as that absolute presence, that awareness that is eternal without any of the thoughts running, then you will know the truth. Even if it's just for a moment, that is the truth of your nature. Then you come back to your mind and you see your mind and all its thoughts and all its blah, blah, blah. And you just go, what is that? That's not me. It's just a bunch of thoughts going around in circles. It has nothing to do with what you are. Right? So yeah, it's a thing. So again, this is why I tell people, like, you got to do the meditations, go for walks, sit, like whatever does it for you. Long baths for some people, like running, whatever. But whatever puts you in that zero state where the mind shuts off and you're present, that's actually the truth of what you are. No one can convince you of anything. You have to discover, you have to discover your true nature yourself. Nobody came along and went, "Hey, Jesus, guess what? You're all it is forever." No, Jesus figured that shit out. Nobody came to Buddha and went, "Hey, Buddha, hey, wake up, bro. Come on, bro. It's time to get enlightened." No, he figured it out. But the irony is, and this won't probably make sense to people, when you have the realization of your true nature, there's actually nobody there to experience it. Because your true nature is everything and everyone, eternal consciousness, forever self-aware, not a person, not a mind, not at all. It's a lack of all that. It's the end of you. The end of you is the realization of truth. But you're not there when it happens. Just the truth is there, existence is there, but you're not there. Okay? The mind, see, you're trying to use your mind right now to think about what I just said. You can't, because the mind cannot actually comprehend the truth of reality. Your true nature cannot be comprehended by the mind. Okay, so your ego, your entire reality will be gone when you really wake up to your true nature. Okay, because you don't exist. You're not real. You, the person, are not fucking real. Try to figure that one out with your rational mind, Brewski. Okay, good luck with that one. So yeah, 11 years obsessed with spiritual enlightenment. You're going to have some, you know what I'm saying, bro? You go for it. Go for it. Start read some books, do some meditations, go on some trips. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. You'll have a great time. I shouldn't even be talking about this shit. I shouldn't be talking about this. People told me. Once I pop, people are like, "Don't tell anybody. No one's going to understand what the fuck you're talking about. Just keep your mouth shut and just be happy and hug people." And I was like, "Yeah, you're probably right." And yet still, I have to run my mouth. Oh yeah, Vancouver definitely calibrates higher than Toronto, Ravi. I can guarantee you that shit. Yeah. Yes, Joe. I know. It's okay. I told you, nobody uses Facebook. I need to stop streaming there. I don't know why I bother. Lion's Mane mushrooms. I have a bottle of them here. I actually got some of these because I heard it's good if you microdose mushrooms, which I've been experimenting with. I haven't noticed any difference, and I honestly forget to take them, but ain't gonna hurt. Ain't gonna hurt, doggy. Yes, that's awesome. Correct. I'm a dickhead. Just confess it. That's correct. This is what my comedy therapy course is all about. Writing jokes about how we're all fucked up as human beings and getting intimate with each other and just sharing in a group how we're all fucked. And it's great. Everybody laughs and you get a load off your chest and it's beautiful. And when people start begging me, I'll probably do the course again sometime, but not now. Fletcher. Yes, Fletcher, it can be easy to figure out the difference between you and your ego. Any thoughts that are like love-based and you're like, hey, it's all about loving everybody, that's you. Any thought about like separation or someone has more than you or you fucking don't like somebody, anything negative at all is always the ego, because only the ego like compares and shit. Let's do a quote from David Hawkins, shall we? Let's do a quote. I got a book over here you guys will like. All right, ready? I'm going to open a random page. This is a good one. I haven't officially told anyone this book is a good one. Contemplations. Dissolving ego, realizing the self. It's Contemplations from David Hawkins. It's a little book. It's a little power book. It's good if you want to get someone on the spiritual path and you don't want to like overwhelm them with like fucking huge book like this where they're like, bro, are you kidding me? It's a little pocket book, you know, with little quotes in it. But let's just open one up and read one randomly, shall we? Yeah. I know you guys are excited about this, right? By the way, hang on. Oh, 5 people on Twitch. That's amazing. Okay, ready? I'm gonna randomly open one, and bam, there it is. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna read this one. The ego is not the actual reality or source of life or existence, and is therefore vulnerable to dissolution. It is primordial, but not essentially sovereign. It is dominant only until its illusory quality is recognized. That's good. That's good. That is juicy. That's the big question. Insomniacs, that's the big question. That's what my podcast is all about. Focus 5 podcast is literally about spiritual enlightenment. Be the love. Short answer, be the love. Love everybody all the time as much as you can. Be that love. And then that energy comes back at you. Your consciousness goes up. That love that's beaming back at you, that's your own love coming back at you through someone else. It starts melting away. It starts healing you. And you start forgiving. You start healing. And then your vibration starts going up. That's actually it. Love heals all. Love and forgiveness. Pretty much everything Jesus was teaching was as legit as it gets, pretty much. Yep. I did not know that, Raccoon. That's interesting. That NASA started off as an occult practice. Did not know that. Can someone fact check that? Fact check. Now, I say that jokingly because obviously all the fact check sites are controlled by the cabal. But for me, fact check would be somebody who's actually done the research and goes, yeah, that's actually legitimate. The best way to calm everyone down, Fletcher, is to love the shit out of them, hug the shit out of them, and give them a spiritual book. Like seriously, like give them like Conversations with God as a gift by Neil Donald Walsh, and be like, read this book. Read this book. That's a good way to calm people down. That'll work. Yeah. Anybody want to come on the show for a chat? We had a guy who was on the last couple of weeks, and he was really cool, and he wanted to come on. But if anybody wants to come, just has an issue or something crazy they want to share, it would be fun to have a guest on. So my man Dion, he can sneak in this backstage room, and you can come on and have a chat with me. Hey, see you later, Chad. It's like a Buddhist orgy we're having here. Basically, that's true. That's basically what we're doing. That's basically what we're doing. Yes. That's a great comment here. Look at this. There's just certain freedom when you feel you just admit you're an idiot and let go of trying to prove anything to anybody. Yeah, this is it right here. This is like the sacred fool, you know? This is like the jester, the court jester, right? Every king had a jester. Yeah, you just fuck it, you know? What are you trying to prove? Yeah, when you really get it, it's beautiful. Super powerful. It's okay, Raccoon. It's okay, Raccoon. That's right. I'm streaming to multiple places. We forgive you. Oh, that's interesting. This guy says, when I had a spiritual experience, when my child ego died, my sister actually contacted me and she had a dream where she said I killed myself with a screwdriver. A lot going on there. I think I know what you mean, but I'm not exactly sure. What did I say that was so dope that you want me to say it again? What was so dope? Oh, that's not cool. Water bearer, that's not cool. People trying to molest you once is bad enough, but twice? No bueno. No bueno. Oh, yeah, that's a good question. So Jesus' actual teachings. I was talking about this in the last couple of weeks. I mentioned this. Oh, I don't have the book here with me. I was showing it off last week. It's downstairs because Paul's always fucking reading it, so I can't get it off him. So I guess I got to buy my own copy. It's kind of pissing me off. Yeah, so there's certain gospels called the heretical gospels. And they're heretical because the church doesn't want you to read them. And the reason they don't want you to read them is because they're Jesus's actual teachings. And they calibrate very, very high. And so you're not supposed to read them because then you'll realize that actually, if you realize what's actually being taught, then you wouldn't recognize any authority other than God's, which is your own, because there's only that. And you wouldn't listen to the church or anybody else. So it would be it would be the end of all authority. See what I'm saying? So you're not supposed to read that shit. But yeah, so one of the gospels I've only started to really kind of read here and there is the Gospel of Thomas. It's super epic. And there's different, and I showed last week's sermon, I read from it, and I showed the author's book. I don't remember his name. So if you want to get that one, and there's other ones, there's lots of people that take quotes from it and talk about it and whatever. We don't actually even have a copy of the actual like unedited gospel. I don't even know. But anyway, what I've seen is epic. It's epic. Yeah, but you can look up the heretical gospels and you can find them, and they're out there. Yeah, but what Jesus, I mean, Paul literally said this, and we were both laughing about it. He's just like, if you want to learn about Jesus, Bible is the wrong place. They didn't put him in there. He's not in there, right? Like if you go online and you're like, what are the best quotes from Jesus? There are all these quotes that are just fucked. Like it's just all about like, yeah, you're Lord God, and like fucking that's all this fucking shit. That's not his teachings. None of his teachings was about like worshiping or like being less than. None of it. It was all bullshit. It's the most powerful, most radical love teachings ever. It's insane. The real teachings are so powerful. It's unbelievable. And they put a little bit of that. There is some of that in the Bible for sure. It's a little bit in, but the really good stuff, they take it up, and they added a whole bunch of really fucked up shit too. As usual, same as always. Can't empower anybody. Raccoon, for somebody who's only joined my sermon today, you certainly do copy a lot of things I say and pass them off as your own, bro. Huh? Is that you think you're going to get away with that? Is that what you think? Huh? Coming in here, spewing my shit around, acting like you're not secretly in all the sermons? P.S. Because you're this deep in a sermon, I'm just going to drop one tip for everybody. One tip. Buy physical silver. Okay? That's your free tip for the day. I'm not even saying send me Bitcoin. But if you can, buy some silver. I believe the market's going to be some major shit's going to go down. The market's going to be deleveraged. It's being suppressed right now. And then silver's going to explode. So if you got like a couple grand sitting around, and you're like, what should I do? Don't buy Bitcoin. Buy silver. That's all I'm saying. I told you to buy Bitcoin in 2016. If you haven't done it by now, let's be honest, it's probably late now. But silver, it's not too late. Oh. The Gospel of Q. Yeah, I like the Gospel of Q. Okay, I'm going to do one more quote from this book from you guys. Ready? I'm just gonna do it like this. Ready? Bam! All right. Let's see. Okay, this one looks like the Lord God wants you guys to hear a quote about spiritual evolution. That's exciting. That's exciting, isn't it? Spiritual evolution is the automatic consequence of watching the mind and its proclivities as an it. I'll say that sentence again, then I'll finish. Spiritual evolution is the automatic consequence of watching the mind and its proclivities as an it, from the general viewpoint of the paradigm of context rather than content. Instead of trying to force change, it is merely necessary to allow divinity to do so by deeply surrendering all control, resistance, and illusions of gain or loss. It is not necessary to destroy or attack illusions, but merely to allow them to fall away. Yeah. Yep. You're going to have to watch the replay if you want to hear that again, because you probably need to read it a couple times because that's deep as fuck. Wowzers. Okay, one more time. I'll say it one more time. Spiritual evolution is the automatic consequence of watching the mind and its proclivities as an it, from the general viewpoint of the paradigm of context rather than content. Instead of trying to force change, it is merely necessary to allow divinity to do so by deeply surrendering all control, resistance, and illusions of gain or loss. It is not necessary to destroy or attack illusions, but merely to allow them to fall away. A lot of juiciness there. Yeah, so the ego, right? It loves to compare, right? It loves to. That's why money is such a. That's how they got us so good with the money trap, right? Because we want more of something, right? The ego is always wanting more of something, or wants less of something else, or is comparing. I'm better, or this person's better, or this. I want to buy this thing that it's better, or I'm not good enough. Making comparisons. This person's the best. Oh, great! Now I'm only second best. I want to be number one. You know, it's all the comparisons that the ego does, all the competition, all of that bullshit. That's actually creating separation, right? As soon as the ego gets involved and does all of that comparison shit, you're separating yourself from everyone else, because even the comparison of like anyone is number one, number two, or whatever, it's always the ego, and it's always creating separation. And separation is the opposite of the truth. So the ego is literally working very, very hard to separate you from divinity, which is absolute oneness. Yeah, that's a juicy one. Yeah. So let go of comparison, let go of all of that shit, let go of wanting better, being better than, worrying about someone being better than you, smarter than you, richer than you. All of that bullshit is all the fucking ego trying to create separation, right? And when you just trust that everything is unfolding perfectly, and you just let go of having to be anything or be anyone or be special or any of it, and just let go and trust that your life is unfolding as it should be unfolding, and stop holding on, right? Just stop holding on and trust the flow of the river, right? You can't stop it. Just trust it. You can never stop the flow of the river, but you can choose to trust it more or less. See what I'm saying? So trust the flow and let go. Ooh, that rhymed. Trust the flow and let go, and see where you go. You might end up being bigger than Mo. So that's what Hawkins is saying. That's what Hawkins is saying. And it's legit. Now, looks like, let me scroll down. We got a potential guest. Someone's asking about if I could sit down with a historical figure. I hung out with Bill Murray, son. No, I've already hung out with Bill Murray. He was nice, but he's a little bit depressed, actually. So no, I'd probably pick a different historical figure. I'd have to think about it. Okay, I'm just going to catch up on the comments, and then we'll see about this here guest. The water bearer, yes, you're going down the wrong hole. That's really dark. And I love you. You probably just need to work on your self-love there, home slice. I think we're being trolled. The water bearer, you're making me laugh. I think you're trolling, which is fine. I'm actually pro-troll. I think trolls make me giggle. I'm absolutely okay with it. Okay, So we got a guest. Apparently the guest has been screened by my beautiful and sexy assistant, Dion. So if he's a lunatic, don't blame me. Blame Dion. Okay, I'm bringing him on. Bam! What's up, homie?
Hello, sir.
How's it going?
I'm a lunatic, but I guess that's a stretch.
But a good one?
No more than anybody else.
Well, you know, funny you should say that. Everybody's fucking crazy, right? The ego is by definition batshit crazy, and we're all just different levels of batshit crazy trying to manage. You know what I mean?
Sure thing.
It seems to be the case.
Oh, man.
Yeah, hang on. Let me put some headphones on because there might be some echo. 1 sec. Here we go. I found them. Ah. There we go.
Hey.
Test. How's that sound? Still good?
Much. Yeah, great.
Okay. Yeah, there's no echo now. All right, homie. So, oh, wait a minute.
Might be a little-
I can't hear you through my headphones, but what I'm going to do is audio output, external headphones. Boom. There you go. So what's going on, brother? How long you been listening? How long you been stalking me on the weird show that we're doing here?
Stalking. A few weeks. I catch it every now and then. It's one of those things that when it pops up on my YouTube, I don't hesitate to click on. You know, you never know what you're going to get. And I think I caught you right before you were hinting about going to meditation. I was like, oh, great. Well, then that's just what I need. So.
Very good. Very
yeah,
good.
I think I found you through. How did I find you through probably? I had a sick fascination with your YouTube videos related to dating and stuff like that a few years ago, and then I was on the spiritual path. I studied shamanism in Ireland, and I was like, whoa, weird that this guy is now doing preaching the good word, maybe. So whatever you want to say about it.
Beautiful. That's beautiful.
Yeah,
no, there's more and more of us who are, on the poon poon and realize there's more than life than poon poon, and now we're after the spiritual poon poon only. And it's better poon poon when it's for God. I'm making love to connect with God through. It's much better than just getting that non-spiritual poon. So it's good.
Sure thing. Here, I got a question for you now, because this is what I'm here to do, right?
All right.
Is to ask the tough questions. So, you're talking constantly about, the de-escalation of the ego, elimination of that, or at least acknowledgement of when it's there, so you can sort of start to see that these thoughts are not your own. And I wonder often, because sometimes you start talking about these woo things, and I talk about shamanism a lot, but you got to be kind of like under the radar, so to speak. So sometimes I wonder, is creativity the better pathway to open people up, to get them to start listening to themselves, or so that they don't get too muddled with maybe the crystals or the energy or the things that they've heard bad things about.
So the question is creativity a good way forward to get people to connect with the spiritual journey kind of thing?
Yeah, and I asked that as a person who's trying to reconnect with my creative side. So any tips you have about that as well is, I think, good to share.
Sure. Yeah, so there's no wrong answer. Anything that we do or read or get involved with, or any practice we get, they're all permission slips. And if we truly believe something is going to work for us, and we absolutely believe it, and then we put energy behind it, so we actually put effort in, it's going to have a result. That is the power of our belief in our, so I mean, we're ultimately creating our reality. Like, you are fully in control of your reality. So if you decide, I'm going to hold this crystal, and it's a magical crystal, and I'm going to pray and connect with this crystal energy, and every day, like, you do that shit, you will have fucking miracles happen, and you'll be like, oh yeah, crystals, it's the crystal. No, it's not. It's your consciousness. It's always your consciousness. That's all there is in reality, is your consciousness, because there's only one infinite self-consciousness forever and ever and ever. But in this form, if you decide this particular yoga or this particular meditation or this particular prayer, this particular chant, that's the fucking way forward, it may very well be for you, but we just resonate with different things. We all have lots of energies and lifetimes that we're connecting to. I mean, there's so much going on. So creativity, sure. I mean, ultimately, we that infinite that energy that we are, whether you want to call it God, consciousness, the self, it is the ultimate creative power because it created everything, right? All our reality that we're of, it's all been created by this force. So this force is very creative, which means we must be very creative. So anything creative.
Stuff. You walk the path that's ahead of you, basically, is what you're saying. If creativity is the path, then you take that one. If it's meditating in the jungle, then you take that one. It's
whatever resonates. But I mean, like, that's the thing. I mean, I'm glad you asked the question, because that's the thing that's lacking so much, is that's how they turn us into robots, right? Just I mean, literally, like, think about how insane our society is. We're disconnected from nature, all that amazing prana, the earth, the water, the animals. Again, that's what we are, right? We are all of that. We're life itself. So get someone into a building where there's no sun, artificial light. They're sitting on a fucking computer screen. It's a prison. You're paying money to be in a prison. There's no creativity. What are these jobs people are doing? Doing sales, fucking programming, like customer support, like all of these fucking jobs people are doing. Most of them have very little creativity. So that's literally cutting you off. Like, it's cutting you off from source energy completely. The more you get into presence and truly doing something that's exciting. It doesn't matter what that is, talking to people, music, dancing, but anything where you're actually using your creative juices. Dude, my two biggest, well, I don't know if that's true anymore, because the list is growing. But anyway, a couple of my biggest awakenings that literally were just like the ego completely imploded. Any idea of a person disappeared, and there was just everything forever. Like, just everything forever is the self, and there's nothing else, and you were never a person, and it's all a joke. The two ones that I had that were the most profound up until a certain point, they happened when I was doing what I loved. They literally happened as I was fully doing what I loved, so present in the moment, just being myself. And in that moment, some thoughts came, and literally the ego dissolved into nothing, and there was only God. It happened when I was being creative. It happened when I was doing my unique gifts. It's not a coincidence. Yeah. It's not a coincidence.
No, I believe it. Yeah. Yeah. You're talking about just finding your own inner power. And that's, I mean, at least in my teacher, he's constantly just harping on the fact that throughout everywhere you go, and I mean, the Buddhists talk about this too, with their idea of drip. You're just seething, you're just losing constantly, and whatever path can start to self-actualize and get some of that energy back is I think the one to follow. But anyway, yeah.
Yeah,
it's tough.
And as long as you're whatever you're doing, if you're coming at it authentically with love, if you're dealing with other people, you're just putting out that love, everything happens automatically. Our job is only to be the love as much as that we can. That's what our one job. Are you being the love?
Yeah.
Yep. Great. Keep going.
yeah. Seriously. Yeah. I guess the other thing that I failed to mention in that question was just the sense that often creativity comes from an egoic side. Do you think that, like, sometimes the ego is required to create, and then I think that level of listening or acknowledging ego for me can kind of get a little bit muddled, because your ego is sort of like, oh yeah, well, everything that I say is valid, and I have a right to create, and I have a right to write and speak my truth and authentically make art in the way that I want to, and at the same time, you start to listen to that ego too much, and then it'll turn on you in a second. It'll suddenly switch to now. It's like, no, nothing you can do is ever good enough for me. So it's there's a give and take relationship, of course, with the ego and this creative path, and I'm just that's the sense that this egoic dissolution is it tougher in a creative path? I mean, I know for me it's constantly just everything that I do is not good enough, or everything I do is self-deluding, but
so all that, so again, all the thoughts like not good enough, comparing, all that kind of shit, that is, there's good ego and there's bad ego. Okay, so on that's the bad ego, that's the separation, that's the fear. All creativity, like your nature, is that which is creating, which is God, which is the self, which is love. That is actually your nature, and that energy, that's actually what's through you, the person. That's actually what's creating. That's actually what's the flow. That's doing everything. You're just in the way. Your little thoughts of like, I'm doing this, I'm doing, that's just, you're literally just, you're sabotaging God trying to make a painting. right? You need to get you need to get the fuck out of the way. So existence, consciousness, love can just be what it is through you. So even when you go through some of these experiences and you drop the ego, that comparing, that separation, and that goes out the window. There's still some ego left, because anything other than just God, it's still ego. Is any separation, like until we get to Christ consciousness 1000, total dissolution, permanent of ego, and there's just everything, there's only God. Until that point, there's still going to be some ego, but it has less power, and it's less. It's almost just like okay, I'm pretending to be this person, goody, but the thoughts of I need to prove something, or I need to do something, or people don't like me, any of that shit, that doesn't exist anymore. The only level of ego is left is like, yeah, I'm technically over here in this body, and you're over there. So great, I have an ego. Look at me. But that sabotage, or those thoughts, they don't exist. It's not there anymore.
I liked what you said earlier. You said moving with integrity, not moving away from integrity. A lower vibration is moving away from integrity. That was brilliant. But in the same vein, this moving towards the bad ego, so to speak, it seems to be moving away from integrity. Because it seems like maybe the good ego is confidence, right?
It's a really weird one to paint, because it's so sneaky, because it's in a way like when you still believe that you're a person, you know what I'm saying? You're fucked. Like right now, the thought, like everything you're using to process what I'm saying is your ego. Everything. It's your whole personality construct as an ego, and it's all false. None of it is real. You're none of that shit. You're none of the beliefs about who you are or how good you are. Nothing you believe that you actually are is true. And that can't actually be mentally conceived of until you go through a full-on ego death, literally leave the body, go to source, die, and come back and experience what it's like to be just all that is without the fucking body. Then you start to go, oh, that thing that died, that was ego. Interesting. And it's done. It's gone. It's gone. And you're like, oh, wow, that was a trip. That was really fucking heavy. It's a heavy trip. It's like waking up out of a nightmare.
Is that something you have to revisit constantly over and over again? Because I feel like, the memory is to lose your ego. Do you have to go back in and keep chipping away at it with these, I don't know, use mushrooms or whatever, or meditation or things like that? Or
it's different. Yeah, you can absolutely. Like, yes, every time you get to a level of truth, some people they have an experience, or they can have an experience playing a musical instrument, or doing yoga, or taking magic mushrooms, or whatever, and you see it. You drop some level, you make peace, you heal something, and a little part of what you thought was you goes away, and you're more whole, and you're like, fuck yeah, I'm the love, baby. I'm not that bullshit. But the big ones I'm talking about are grace. Like there's nothing you can do to make it happen. You prepare, and then the really big ones, they just fucking happen, and you die. You literally die, and then you wake up, and then the person that died isn't there, and there's no person, there's no thoughts. Like your true nature is no person, no thoughts, no thinking, just eternal consciousness forever. No beginning, no end. That's actually us. That's all of us.
I'm with you. I feel it. Yeah. Well, good. Well, I appreciate you letting me on to ask these questions, and I'll free up the space so that somebody else can, knock your brain around. But
very good. So what I'm getting for you is, don't get caught up in the analyzing or the thinking of what you should be doing, how you should be doing it. Just follow your joy, follow your bliss 100%. I don't care what it is. If it's painting, if it's like walking, if it's like fingering your own butthole, doesn't matter. But get 100% into that joy, and don't hold back. Don't judge. Don't do it to be good at it. Don't do it to tell other people how cool you are doing it. Just go 100% into the bliss of being you, and of living you, and doing what you love, and God will do the rest.
I love it.
Spirit will do the rest. Just do your thing.
It's a new moon cycle. That's a great lesson to begin at. Thank you so much.
There it is. Okay, my friend. Sending you much love.
Yeah, likewise.
Peace. My God. What a freak. No, he's a nice guy. It's a nice guy. Yeah. Good ego is wishing to have a positive impact on the world and believing that you are good enough to do it. Yeah, it's nice to want to do good, but when you really tune into who wants to do good, it's not you, because you can't do anything, because you're not real. The infinite one creator self consciousness, that one, there's nothing to do. But when you're in that, anything that you would do would have to benefit the all, because the all is you. So that intention to help others, where's it really coming from? You, but the real you, not the ego, not the creation, not the character. See what I'm saying? So you're connecting to the real self that knows its nature, wants to just go out there and love everybody, hug everybody. Yeah, because it's all you. The ego goes, oh, I'm gonna start a charity and help lots of people. But the ego wants to do that so people go, oh, that person's so great. Look at all the good stuff they're doing. That's the ego. You see? Again, when you really drop it and you go into the, consciousness really goes up, you don't give like, there is no part that needs recognition, nothing. You're just like, what can we do to help other beings awaken and remember their nature? You just want other beings to end their suffering because you're not suffering. And everyone is yourself, and you just want to help other people remember the truth of their nature. That's it. There's no more little agendas. You don't need the, you know what I'm saying? The little hit of whatever, the hit of acknowledgement or approval or any of it. It's just like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But yes, I see what you're saying. Yeah, the ego's a real sneaky one. Glad you stopped drinking, SC. Glad you're not boozing it up, bro. That's good stuff. I kind of want to play you guys the song that's in my head, but I'll get yelled at by the algorithm. It's going to yell at me. But it doesn't matter. But it's going to yell at me. All right, Seinfeld theme. That's funny. So listen, turkeys. This has been good. This has been good. This has been a great time. Yeah, that's a funny quote. The problem with getting what you want is you get what you wanted. Yeah, exactly. And then the ego goes, oh, well, no, I actually want something else, and then you're fucked. That's the trip, man. When you really have a big awakening and even a moment of like the ego just goes out the window and you're just presence, you realize that you are everything that you ever wanted. You're it already, because you exist and you'll always exist, and your nature is existence. So you can't, like, you're not a person. Only the person and the ego wants shit. That's it. But when you realize your nature, there's nothing to want. So you're just complete. So you're just sitting there like complete. You're totally happy. You're just there looking at the wall or looking at the birds, and you're just like totally happy. And it doesn't occur to you that you could need anything. Like, sure, like you might need some water or some food or that kind of stuff. But that's just stuff the body needs. But you, like that, there's nothing you actually need at all. And that's a trip. And so after being in that state for like days or weeks, or sometimes, a couple of months, going back into the world and then pretending like you're a person and you're going to do shit, it's fucking weird. It's like, I get it. Like what some people just drop the fuck off. Yeah, they drop off because you can't do anything, because there's nothing. There's like, you're literally like you're just like enjoy, and there's nothing to do because you're not a person. You're just, what would you do? Like, it's fucking silly. There's nothing to do. So yeah, apparently I'm supposed to go out in the world and like do things because I've had the experiences, but then, kind of leveled out back into a place where I can actually like put on clothes and interview people and do comedy and be out in the world and do shit. So apparently I'm supposed to go out here and be useful to the creator. So I do my best. But yeah, it's worth having the experience at least once so that you can relax and stop worrying about everything, because it doesn't matter if you get hit by a bus tomorrow because you're not a person. So you could just go and live your life and have a great time, knowing that when you're done having this great time, you'll just go back to source. And if you need to, you just can take another body. You could take as many bodies as you want, because you're the one creating all the bodies for you to come into to have fun with. So relax. Everything's okay. You know what I'm saying, weirdos? Or am I spiritual conspiracy theories? That should be my new, guys, that's my new title. The spiritual conspiracy theorist. Oneness conspiracy. That's a funny name. I like that. The Oneness Conspiracy. He's a conspiracy theorist. He thinks we're all one. He's crazy. Lock him away. Does anyone else have a good question? They want to come on a show and have a chat? I'm willing to do one more. If somebody's bold enough, if you're bold enough, most of you are willing, but you're nervous. I get it. I get it. I'm too much of a bully. You don't want to be on a show with me. I get it. I used to actually be a bully. I was talking to this with Paul because my mom bullied me. So I used to be a bully, and I actually made a joke. Well, we both realized, like, I started laughing when I got it. Like, a funny name for me would be the Love Bully, Sasha the Love Bully. And so I might start. I don't know. I laughed a lot, but I'm always I'm always pushing love on people. Like, stop it, and hugging everybody and encouraging people and shit. So I kind of am a love bully. So it's kind of funny. If we always exist, yeah, that's true. I once bullied someone to come on the show. It's true. Why don't the enlightened ones just commit suicide? Because you're not supposed to do that. Because when you remember your true nature, you're everything and everyone, and you're infinite joy and bliss, and you're in such a state of bliss. Like, why would you do that? And also, you know also that you're here to experience something, and there's a point to every incarnation, and therefore, you're not supposed to just, because if you weren't supposed to take the body, you wouldn't have taken the body, right? If you did create a body and come into the body, there's a reason for it. So committing suicide is like saying that the creator is incorrect, which cannot be. The creator cannot be incorrect. Okay, so shut your bloody bazooki up. All right, listen. Everyone's too shy to come on. We're having a great time. We've done 2 hours. It's been fantastic. Join my Telegram group. YouTube is always messing with me. They shut down my stream before I even went live last time. Like, I literally don't know what happened. And so yeah, and then I once in a while like post funny things in the Telegram group, and it's nice. It's nice. There's also if you dig around, there's also a chat community of people who are chatting. And yeah, it's nice. It's fun. I do these every week. I'll be back next week. It'll be a great time. This week there's going to be an epic podcast. I'll post it in the group, and you're going to like it. You're going to like the podcast coming out. I think you're going to like it. That's all I'm going to say. I think you're going to like it. And that's it. Life is fantastic. I'll be sticking up some of my stand-up comedy in there as well. Decentralized finance. I like your name. I like your name. And we'll be back here again as usual. Sometimes I put funny things on Instagram and share stuff on there. I'm at Alex the Comic on Instagram. I got a couple trolls on there. So they're telling me names and stuff because I speak too much honesty about things. So you can come and give me love there if you want to. I take the love. Thanks for being here, Taurus. Sending you love. Sending you love. Macho Taco, greatest name for anybody. Macho Taco, the best. The best. Love Macho Taco. Anyone else want to say goodbye? I'm saying goodbye. Bless you too, Sally. Sending you a big kiss. Don't I look cute? Doesn't the blue go with the monkey shirt? Isn't it adorable? I think it's adorable. See you, Haroon. Haroon, you were quiet this week. I love you, bro. See you later, Fletcher. Sudo Alice, Honk Honk, Wipala, Charles Wood. Strippers next time, bro, for sure. Jordan, good to see you. T-Roy. Nickel Bacon, you were here. You were being quiet, dog. What's up, man? You used to be on here talking shit. Now you're all shy. I don't know what happened. I love you too, Nickel. I love you too. No. I don't block anybody. Never block anybody. Almost never. No, I don't. Okay, your man, Paul. God bless you guys. Much love. I'm going to tell some jokey jokes. Hey, everybody. Enjoy Donald Trump's speech in 30 minutes on CPAC. Oh, it's going to be legit. Love you all. Buy some silver while you still can. And love your neighbors. Love everybody. Go out there and hug at least 3 humans today that are wearing masks. That's your homework. It's good social freedom practice. Trust me. You have a great time. Come right up behind them and just grab them and just hold them and say, I love you so much. God damn it, I love you. As they flip the fuck out and shake like, oh my God, I'm going to die. Just love the shit out of them. It's good for entertainment. My next video is just me hugging random people who, yeah, that's going to be. See, you could do that 2 years ago. Can't do it anymore. Or you can, but it's, it's controversial. All right. Love you guys. I'm out of here. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to play. Let's see. What can I play that's funny at the end? Do I have something funny to play? You know what I feel like playing? I'm going to play this shit. Just for fun.
Do or do not. There is no try.
You think that's air you're breathing?
Wax on, wax off.
Are you ready to get woke? Welcome to the Wokest Podcast with your host, Alex Lazarev.
There's one other thing I could play, but I can't find it. Dion, can you find the file? Find the file. I want to play it, but we got to find it. It's somewhere. It's around somewhere. But, I don't know where it is. Now it's just awkward because I want to play you guys something funny to end it. Yep. I'm definitely going to watch the Trump speech. Okay, now that everybody left, I thought it was over. Great. So here's what's really going on, guys. Okay, so Trump is actually, the whole thing, putting Biden in, it was all fucking fake. He's not the president. They're just letting him run the old fucking system into the ground. Trump and the military are fully in control. The fucking event we've waiting for, it's all going to happen for sure. The whole fucking economy is going to fucking melt down. Trump's going to start, Biden's going to start some kind of crazy ass shit, like maybe almost like a nuclear war with Iran or something stupid. Everybody's going to wake the fuck up and realize that these people are totally batshit crazy insane. The whole thing's going to fucking melt down. Everything's going to crash. The stock market, everything's going to implode completely and totally, right? Except for silver. Silver's going to go up. And then what's going to happen is the good guys are going to already have everything. And then the new financial system's coming. Everything's going to be fucking awesome. Everyone's going to be loaded. We're all just going to be chilling. It's going to be a great time. And the good guys are running shit. It's going to be awesome. But it's going to get real messy the next 4 weeks. So everybody strap your fucking seatbelts and have food at home and get ready not to leave the house. The good guys are running shit. That's what I'm saying. Ready? Okay, here's what's really up. Are you ready? Let me explain it to you. Yeah, that's right. That's what's up, bitches. That's what's really up. I'm just waiting for the reactions now. That's it. That's it. Its stream is over. I just want to see. Greatest, still the greatest thing ever. No, everything is okay. I'm going to watch the speech. And yeah, one more time. I think so too. Deanne, one more time. One more time. We're going to play it one more time. It's the greatest. I can watch it all day. I don't give a fuck. It's over. The stream's over. It's bonus time. Play the thing again. All right, hit it. if you guys want, come on, that shit was funny. Apparently, it's at 12:40 my time, 3:40 Eastern. If you guys want, at some point, we'll do like a full-on conspiracy podcast, and we'll go into like deep fucking rabbit holes of what's actually going on. Like we'll go full on. I'll show pictures that like show the craziest shit of like who's really dead and who's really like all of it. We'll go full on absolute batshit crazy, and it'll be really fun. And some of you'll be like, it's all true, it's all great. Other you'll be like, it's fucking ridiculous. But it would be funny though. It would be really funny. Oh, sending love to your stepdad, Rich, and to you, if that's true. All right. I just had to play that clip. All right, I love you, turkeys. And yeah, let me know also, you know, in one of the chats, if you find them, if you're clever, what we should talk about next week, if you got requests. And if you got a crazy story or crazy experience, you can also reach out and maybe you can come on as a guest and share. Okay. Peace out, guys. Love you a long time.